Welcome guys to a video on when to study. In earlier video, we saw where, how and when we have to study. But in this video, we will focus when exactly do we need to study at home. So let's get started. So when to study. But before that, let's quickly revise and recollect the definition of study. To study means is to dedicate our time and attention so that we gain knowledge and understanding. So basically when you say you are sitting to study or you are studying, that means you are giving your complete attention and time so that you are getting benefit out of it. That means you understand the subject thoroughly, you gain the knowledge or you understand the concept. So basically you have to stay focused. That means when you are studying, there should be no multitasking. Now, when do you study? We say that when we are in a good mood, we have to study or we need to study and that becomes effective. But sometimes it may happen that we are not in a mood to study. For this, you need to understand why you are not in a mood to study. We'll come to this later, but first let's understand the philosophy of when we say we are in a mood to study. That means we have some motivation and that motivation or the purpose drives us to study. For this motivation or purpose, what we can do is set the goals. And goals we need to set in short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-term goals can be for a period of say 1 day, 1 week, 1 month or 1 year. Whereas long-term goals can be for a period of say 3 to 5 years later. So you have to plan your short-term goals such that achieving the short-term goals will help you to achieve your long-term goals. So you need to accomplish the short-term goals and this will basically raise your confidence, boost your confidence, your self-esteem and that will motivate you to strive to achieve the long-term goals. Now when you are setting your goals, you need to first set the long-term goals which will be coming in next 3 to 5 years. And then accordingly you need to plan your short-term goals. So short-term goals will be the milestones so that you reach your long-term goals. So first basically you can list your long-term goals. Now long-term goals or short-term goals have to vary or will be different for each individual. So depending upon your long-term goals, what you need to achieve or acquire in a period of say next 3 years to 5 years, you have to set your short-term goals. So long-term goals as I have listed here can be cracking competitive exams like your KVPY exam, NTSC, JEE, NEET, GATE, MPSC or UPSC. Or it may be your long-term goals like finding a good internship, doing certificate courses like financial, soft skills or any subject related courses. This will come in your long-term goals. But to achieve these long-term goals, you have to have short-term goals, which as I said can be for a period of maximum 1 year. It may be for 1 day or a week or a month till 1 year. So basically when you're sitting for your study, say suppose today I am sitting to study electricity. Then my short-term goal will be that today in my sitting I am going to complete the chapter of electricity. Or maybe your algebra or some quadratic equations. So this becomes your short-term goals. Short-term goals as I said can be for a period of a day, a week, a month or a year. But see that you achieve these goals so that automatically you will be boosted to achieve your long-term goals. And that means once you are achieving your short-term goals, you are nearing your long-term goals. So short-term goals can be anything like say you want to update your resume, you want to learn some new skill, so you can have learning music, joining some sports, standing first in a class for one academic year. You can have a goal of standing first in your class, topping the class, clearing your Olympiads, NSTSC, IMO, anything. giving time to daily exercises or meditation, these becomes your short-term goals. Achieving this will slowly help you to achieve your long-term goals. Now let's understand why you are not in a mood to study today. So understanding what is disturbing you, what is keeping you away from your studies, and fixing it is a way so that you can lift your mood. What is disturbing you or what keeps you away from your studies? Find out the reasons. What could be the reasons? Here are the reasons that I have listed. Might be your grades, that is difficulty in understanding the topic can be the reason, or your friend scored better than you because of which you are disturbed, even though both of you have studied in the same pattern, yet your friend scored better than you. So that could be the reason which is disturbing you, or something at home front that is not well, the home harmony is disturbed. That could also be the reason which keeps you away from studying, or it is just fatigue or tiredness because of which you are not able to concentrate or stay focused on your study. Or sometimes there is no reason, you have studied lot and hence now you are not in a mood to study. So just find out the reason what is disturbing you and try to fix it as early as possible. So what you need to do is you have to lift your mood. Now, how do you do it? What you can do if your grades are not up to your expectations or you are finding difficulty in understanding the topic, what you have to do is concentrate on your studying methodology. Try to dedicate yourself, no multitasking, read and understand the lesson thoroughly. If there is something that you are not understanding, some concept which you are not understanding, but the base lies in your earlier years. So go back to your earlier books, go back to your old books, or you can borrow from your juniors or visit the library or ask your teacher, take help of your teacher or elders to make your base strong, your concepts clear, so that the advanced topic that you are now studying will be easy for you to understand. Sometimes it may happen that the topic is difficult because of which you stray away from studying that topic and hence you are not in a mood. But in such cases, you need to go back to your old books. Do not go to any gadgets. Do not do Google search, because once you go to gadgets, then you are drifted away from your target. You forget for what you have gone there and then you go into other topics. So it's better to stay away from gadgets. Instead, you try to go to your old books in your lower academic years, lower grades, because there the concept is explained very simply and that will help you to understand and make your topic clear, the advanced topic more clear. If there is something at home front, then in that case you can't do much, but what you can do is take help of your teacher or a mentor whom you consider and try to discuss with them. They will be able to guide you. But if it is really something at home front and because you are a student or in your student phase, not much can be done, but you have to remind yourself or try to make yourself understand that you are a student and not much can be done. Your target now is to study well, focus well on your academics and try to get good marks. So what you can do is at the most you can discuss with your teacher, mentor, they will be able to guide you. Or if it is just fatigue or tiredness, then what you can do is elevate your energy levels. Watch the food you are consuming, include fruits and milk, and stay away from junk food. So this will also help you to be in a good mood. And sometimes it may happen, as I said, if you have studied a lot for continuous weeks or days, then sometimes you may feel that you have studied a lot and there is no reason, hence you are not in a mood to study. So what you can do is, we say empty mind is devil's workshop. So in such cases, if you have studied hard and you are tired of studying, then you can indulge yourself in some sports, music, dance, or read some motivational books and catch up with your friends. So this is how you can lift your mood. Whatever would be your reason for not being in the mood to study, but you have to remind yourself that you have to come out of that phase as early as possible so that you don't waste much of your time and energy in no mood phase. So see that you come out of that phase as early as possible. So let's have a quick recap. Basically, when to study, you need to understand what does to study means. So to study means is to dedicate your time and attention so that you gain knowledge and understanding. And when do you study? When you are in a mood, you study so that it will be effective. And when you are not in a mood, you have to lift yourself from that phase at the earliest. So that's all in this video. Do like, share and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.